I'm standing on Binjereb country, and I acknowledge the traditional owners of this land. I pay respect to the elders, past and present, who established their law and customs, to the people who cared for this region of the Noongar nation of WA, and who still struggle for this place and the rights of their people. Wadjella, or white man settlement, came to WA in 1829, the Wadjuk country, which is about 100 kilometres to the north of here. The legal term terra nullius was declared by James Cook in 1770 and ignored the 750,000 people living in Australia and allowed for the legal forced possession of Noongar Budja or Noongar. It made sense to the white settlers that nobody owned the land as they came and found wide open spaces. So they took it, they drove the people off, they built fences and houses and knocked down the forests and cleared the bush and brought in their country-destroying livestock. Where I live there are streets and towns with Noongar names, but almost nobody knows what they mean or their origin. My town Mandurah means trade, as many tribes and mort, or family, met here to trade and share the rich resources of this area. There are no cave drawings here and no evidence of the original owners except the descendants who live in the town. This is because the Binjereb people lived gently here. They moved according to the 6 Noongar seasons from here at the sea and the estuary and up to the rivers to the hills 60 kilometres away. They were masterful custodians of the land and knew where the food was in season, when not to touch it, and so it replenished and flourished year after year for thousands of years. In 2016, over the hills here, devastating fires destroyed thousands of hectares of land right across, and towns as well, through government neglect and contrast to Noongar wise management. Beyond the trivial gestures of government and councils, the colonial attitudes prevail. Stereotypes and generalisations persist because we still consider ourselves more highly evolved and superior. We condescend to the First Nations people instead of asking for their guidance. We made laws and used words to protect and preserve colonial agenda, and these British laws have persisted well into the 20th century and even to this day, where our constitution carries no recognition of the traditional owners of this land. I can't help but think how different things might have been if the white man had come with respect and humility instead of ignorance and arrogance. Colonial attitudes have seen vast destruction of the environment and homeland to a people who've lived here for thousands of years, and it continues today. So I sit here today on Binjareb Budja, and I push back tears, and I'm deeply saddened and ashamed of my British heritage, and I wish somehow things could be different, and perhaps they still can.